So, after an absolutely embarrassment in the Premier League in the last few weeks, especially pretty much the whole month of April was a write-off really, and it's now absolutely destroyed our chances of getting top four. Yes, we still can get top four, but it's not going to be easy. We now need to rely on Chelsea dropping points. I don't really care about it right now, to be honest with you. Unai Emery has done his press conference today. He was joined by Gjorgjievski, our captain. And I'll go through some of the talking points in that press conference shortly. Before I do that, make sure you stick a massive thumbs up on this video and subscribe if you're new. So close to 10.5k now, so thank you very much. Also, at 10 o'clock tonight, after the Champions League Liverpool-Barcelona game, my preview for the Valencia game will be out, so make sure you keep an eye out for that as well. And you can also check out my last video, which was my Arsenal Player of the Month. No surprises in that one really, but go and check that out if you haven't already. But like I say, this is now a massive game. Well, it was a massive game anyway, but now it means a whole lot more. Our league form has been nothing short of embarrassing. The players have been nothing short of embarrassing. No effort whatsoever. Ambling around the pitch like it's a jolly up in a park and they're walking their dog. They're just literally strolling around. So yeah, the importance of this game has shot up massively now. It's a semi-final, so like I said, it was an important game going into it. But after the fact that we've conceded 9 goals in the last 3 league games, losing all of them games, we now have to win this. Because I can't see us getting top 4 if I'm being completely honest. But let's see what Unai Emery and Gjorgjievski have to say about it. He was asked about Valencia to start off with, obviously a club that he did manage in the past. Again, it's a semi-final, it's a 50-50 game. Everybody has to be on top of their job. 2 teams that are very good technically, and there is a respect between 2 teams. Now, Valencia, going into this game, had done really well, but I think they've lost their last 2 games. One of them was in stoppage time, and I think they lost at the weekend as well. I think they rested a lot of players for this. Gabriel Paulista, remember him? He is their centre-back. I'd rather have him than Mustafi right now, and that's how bad it's got. But he did pretty much nothing for Arsenal Football Club, and he's now in the semi-final with Valencia. So no doubt he'll turn into a prime Baresi tomorrow night and put on an absolute masterclass. Francis Coquelin as well, do you remember him? At one point, he was our saviour in midfield in that defensive midfield spot. He also plays for them, but I believe he's suspended for the game. So, yeah, not to look over that, but these 2 players weren't deemed good enough for Arsenal Football Club. And yeah, let's be real, they weren't good enough for Arsenal Football Club. But they're now playing for Valencia, who are pretty much the equivalent of Arsenal in the Spanish league right now. There, but not quite good enough. Teetering on the brink of Champions League qualification, but they're all right in the Europa League. They actually were in the Champions League. I think they played Man United a couple of times in the group stages, but they obviously didn't make it out of that group stage. But Gjorgjievski was then asked about whether it would be his last Europa League semi-final. For me, it was... Oh, sorry, I can't read. He was asked about his last Europa League semi-final. We all remember that. The one where he put the ball back over his head, straight into Griezmann, clean through on goal. And that pretty much gave them the away goal. And that meant we were up against it at the Wanda Metropolitana Stadium. I was actually there for that game. And I can tell you now, Atletico Stadium is the loudest football ground I have ever been in my life. They did not shut up all game. But yeah, it was a bad moment in my career and in my life. You grow up as a football player as well as a man. You fight and you want to come back. I did this for 7 months to fight. It's not about my age or my injury, but as a competitor, I want to win everything. I think I did well fighting my injury. I'm positive about this semi-final. It's against another Spanish team, but we must fight. Yeah, you must fight. It's good talking a good game. Now let's see if you can play a good game. As the captain of Arsenal Football Club, I expect better than what he served up against Leicester when he came on. But we shall see. Let's see what else. Let's go through some more of this. Oh, yes, let's talk about Aaron Ramsey. Obviously, Unai Emery, as for those who don't know, Unai Emery has confirmed that he is now done for the season. He won't play for Arsenal again. And that's actually quite sad. That is actually quite sad. I wasn't one of his biggest fans. I rate him for the FA Cup winners. He'll always be a legend for me for that, in terms of FA Cup legend. Club legend, I'd say more club cult hero. So yeah, but he's done for the season. And I'll tell you something now, right? A lot of footballers, they get to that point in their career where they've signed a contract with someone else and they just go, yep, I'm down in tools. I fully rate what he has done this season. He's not moaned, he's not come out whinging and crying like a baby when he's not been picked. And pretty much every single time he has gone onto that pitch, he has produced. There has been the odd game, but everyone has an off game. But more often than not this season, he has actually turned up and looked like he actually wants it. So that's a credit to him, and that's a credit to Unai Emery as well. So fair play to both of them. Shame how it's gone, shame that he's leaving, but it is what it is. We move on, and like I said, I'm sure we'll go out and replace him this summer. I think we need to replace him. He scores goals, not a massive amount of goals for a box-to-box midfielder, but he does chip in with the odd goals here and there, and crucial goals like the cup final, twice. So he might be a big miss to us. Who knows? We shall see that in the upcoming seasons. But I'll tell you something now, Juventus have got themselves a decent footballer, and I'm sure he'll do well in Juventus. So good luck to him. It's just a shame how it's ended for his season, because like I said, before he got injured this time round, he was playing quite well. Unai Emery was also asked about our last 4 games. We've lost, our last 5 games, we've lost 4 of them. We don't worry about the past, we worry about the future, and the future is Valencia. It's a 2-legged tie. We're also in the Premier League with possibilities with the top 4, but we must work hard, and harder than we have done. Today training was good, and all the players are very focused. So they want to be focused, because I see that Mesut Ozil's back in training today as well. Apparently he had a bruised foot. Obviously it wasn't a major injury, but it made him miss the Leicester game. Let's hope that if he starts, along with some of the other players that have been playing poorly recently, the Granit Xhakas of this world, even the centre-back Socrates, even Lucas Torreira, both the strikers have been poor. We scored five goals in April in the league. 5. That ain't good enough. We've conceded 10 and scored 5. Something's not adding up here, is it? So they all want to have been focused. None of this talking the talk and the Twitter guy sticking that stupid, oh, we're together, let's focus, and all these individual players like Kolasinac and all that, and Mustafi tweeting out their rubbish via their agents. Don't want to hear all that. Go on the pitch, turn up, do the job, we'll leave happy. End of story. Is Europa League the best route to the Champions League? I think I've covered that myself, but Lauren Koscielny was asked why the team has lost form. I think the last 2 weeks, we were with our results. We're good with our results. Win against Watford, win against Napoli, yeah, good wins. We lost at home to Crystal Palace. Yeah, that's dented our confidence a little bit. We need to bounce back quickly and fight the usual garbage. We need to give more for the team. Each player and their confidence is coming back. I'm not sure how he contradicts himself in the space of one paragraph, but there you go. The confidence is low, but now it's coming back. What, after the back of losing 3 games? I'm not sure how that works. But like I said, we shall see tomorrow. Is there a problem with the mentality of the players? What a great question. I don't think that is the problem. Let me stop you there, Lauren. That is 100% the problem. This guy himself said that he actually had a breakdown in the dressing room last season and cried in front of the whole squad because his kids bully the guy. His kids bully him because we were so bad, and they're always asking, why are you so bad, Daddy? That's our captain. So there is 100% a mentality issue in that football club. Let's skip past that. There's nothing else really worth reading out of that. Lauren Koscielny on the importance of Aaron Ramsey. He's played here many years for the club. Every time we start the season, we have new players, and he has to adapt a lot around them new players. What I like about Aaron is, what I like with Aaron is that he signed for Juventus and he is still professional, always fighting for the club and the team. Can't disagree with that at all. One player, as much as I've coated him off over the years, and I actually, you know, the thing that gets me with Aaron Ramsey is now that he's leaving, sentiment comes out. Oh, how have we allowed this to happen? There's a reason it's happened. The reason it's happened is he played a game with the board of directors, whoever offered him the contract. He played the game. It took ages and ages and ages between him and his agent to get that signed. Then even Gazidis leaves the football club. The new guy comes in and goes, we ain't paying you that. See you later. So, listen, sentiment has blinded this football club for over a decade. So, a year ago, or 18 months ago, nobody was saying, oh, we must sign Aaron Ramsey up. So, you know, now he's leaving, it's, oh, how have we allowed this to happen? No, he's leaving because he held the club to ransom, because he sees Sanchez and Mesut Ozil play the game for all summer last season. So, this is what he's done. He's basically sat there and said, yeah, I want that much money. If Ozil's on that, I want that. Or I want close to that. We ain't ever paying him that because he ain't worth that. Let's be real. Mesut Ozil's not worth his money. Alexis Sanchez wasn't worth the money he was asking. These players get above themselves at times. And listen, fair play to the guy. He's got a massive move to one of the biggest clubs in world football and he's getting an absolute fortune. Whether it's before tax or after tax, I don't care. They're paying him 400 bags a week. So fair play to him. He's going to be going and playing with some top draw footballers, one of the greatest footballers of a generation. So can't knock him. At the end of the day, it is what it is. But yeah, he has been professional, I'll give him that. And like I said earlier, a lot of these players wouldn't have done what he's done this season in terms of trying and keeping it professional. And one other thing I will say about him is even when we are playing poorly, the guy never hides. He never hides. He never ducks challenges. He don't hide. So fair play to him. Lauren Koscielny was asked about Aaron Ramsey's best goal. I think it was the first FA Cup we won together, Lauren said, against Hull City in extra time. He gave us this trophy and it's great memories. You're damn right it's great memories. I remember that. Will playing for Valencia be special for you? Will playing Valencia be special for you? Unai Emery was asked. The first aspect of it is it's a semi-final. Yes, in personal terms, of course, I'm very grateful for Valencia and to the club and the city as a whole. They have a special part of me. But the thing is, I am now working here, and that is important for me. We are focused on the game. We respect Valencia. They are a good team. Marcelino is a great coach, and he has built a very organised team. So yeah, that's about it really. The rest of the press conference was just, is it a best... is how important is it to win it? We've been through this, and whether we can qualify for Champions League via the league, or whether it's better to do it via the Europa League. Well, I think the fact that we're pretty snookered in terms of having to wait for others to drop points, we have only ourselves to blame for that. So we must now move on. We're 3 games away from winning the Europa League. I'll be buzzing if we win it. I can't lie. I'll be over the moon if we win a trophy in Europe. Anyway, that's the end of that. Let me know what you guys think on all the comments. Leave it in the comment section on all the questions that were asked to Unai Emery and Lauren Koscielny. How important has Aaron Ramsey been? Is he a club legend? Leave that down below as well. Personally, I wouldn't say he's a legend. He's an FA Cup legend, but I wouldn't say he's an overall legend. I'd say he's more of a cult hero. I don't think he's been at that sort of top level, the Frank Lampards and Steven Gerrards of this world for Arsenal. So, but that's not trying to mug him off. I think he's been a good player for us. Anyway, don't forget, my preview for the Valencia game will be coming up at 10 o'clock tonight. And that'll be after the Champions League game's finished. Until then, subscribe, like and share. Comments down below. I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.